Kasbahin atong makauban karon ang 1st District Representative sa Lanao del Sur ug siya pod ang usa sa mga spokesperson sa prosecution sa impeachment batok kang Vice President Sara Duterte. Maayong hapon nimo Congressman Zia Alonto Adyong.
Maayong hapon kaninyo, maayong hapon sa mga viewers ninyo sa inyong programa.
Yes, Kong Zia, sugdan ato ang bahin sa SONA ha kay gihisgutan man sad sa presidente ang BARM elections sa September 14. Kumusta man ang atmosphere didto karon labi na sa Lanao del Sur?
Well, okay man, nagsugod na karon ng campaign period, July 30 mo start, no? The start of the campaign period. So far sa mga parties nga naka-register na to participate in the BARM election, wa pa ko'y nakita nga nagrally, no? Normally kay mag-hold man sila og kanang mga launching sa ilang mga parties at the same time ipa-introduce sa mga botante ang kanilang mga kandidato. Pero so far, basin mag-schedule po sila. What is important is wala na'y apirya, no? Tuloy-tuloy ang schedule September 14. This will be the first BARM regular election, parliamentary election. Si President Bongbong Marcos ayan ang i-appeal sa iyang SONA na this is in fact part of the comprehensive agreement on the Bangsamoro kay appeal ni siya sa ato nang gitawag nga political track, meaning for the final agreement to be signed between the government of the Philippines and the Moro Islamic Liberation Front. Part of the deal is to not only to decommission the MILF members but as well as to also put up a government where all sectors will be represented in the parliament. So we are happy that the president mentioned the first regular election kay sa una tung few weeks ago na mga balita nga of course nabi mga rumors kabalo ka sa social media na lain-lain po ang gagawas niya nga mga balita nga mga fake news man na ang uban sa atong mga kauban diri sa Kuan Barm kay nagkuan sila no that they felt nga basin daw ma-postpone ang BARM elections. At least
Maglibog na sila.
nalibog sila, na-confuse sila because of the fake news, no? Pero at least they heard it straight from the president's mouth na naging election on September 14.
At least sigurado na gyud silang tanan. Pero kung ari sad ta sa impeachment ha, unsay imong assessment so far sa mga ebidensya ug witnesses nga gipresenta sa impeachment court karong semana?
Well, karon wala na establish gid nato na naigid kwarta na nga in cash, no, 125 million. That is unusual for according to the words, no, to the two land bank managers, no. Dili everyday na makit-an nimo nagyud ni na nga kadagko nga amount nga ma-in cash, no, in one day. Imagine naggamit pa sila og trolley kay dili gyud makaya sa isa ka taong pagkuan ang pag-carry. Ina nga mga kadagko nga mga amount. So I think even the defense did not even cross-examine the witnesses. They in fact stipulate nga accepted the fact that ang kwarta which is amounting to 612.5 million kay sa OVP o sa Department of Education as as a confidential funds how they will release that's another part of the discussion next week, no. Kabalo na ta na establish na nadawat gyud in cash gyud sa Vice President ani nga kwarta, and then hopefully by next week makabalo na ta kung unsaon nila paggamit ana, because the allegation really is they misused the 612.5 million pesos, no, that they have encashed from two land bank branches, one in Shaw Boulevard and the other one is in DepEd. Now, what is important to note also is that the pattern by which these checks have been encashed is unusual, not just the amount, but even the manner by which they were encashed. Kay dili inis siya kanang official nga kuan, no, na official nga account ang of Office of the Vice President or ang DepEd, no. Dili ni kaning mga usual na mga government accounts na nagyud sila paper trail wherein mugamit sila kwarta aron ipang sweldo sa ilang mga kuan, mga staff. This is actually an encashment of millions, hundreds of millions of pesos, no? Di walay progress report ani, dili uban sa mga lain nga mga gasto sa mga tong gobyerno agency ka before sila maggawas og manginani nga kwarta, they have to also submit progress report. Kini wala ni progress report ha, encashment in one day worth of 612.5 million pesos. Makita nato based on the testimony of one of the land bank manager, 125 million in 4 checks nagibutang sa mga gym bags. So I think we have already established that, and next week we will present the witnesses who will actually discuss how these funds, according to the joint circular, should be utilized and what are the violations that the OVP and the Department of Education have committed, no, in so far as the releases of these confidential funds is concerned.
So at least kibaw na taon sa atong paabuton next week, pero sa lain bahing kong kay since naa naman gyud ka diri lubos-lubuson na nato nagka-problema sa baha sa Mindanao kong ba bisan sa imong distrito sa Lanao del Sur, if I'm not mistaken, naagi mga nagrebehan sa baha ug landslide. Kumusta man ang gi-file nga supplemental budget bill last June for Mindanao relief?
Well, kanang kuano, we are waiting kasi nag-resume naman ang session. So actually katong supplemental budget that we filed is actually as a response to the quake that happened recently in Sarangani and many others, no? But that is intended for a disaster relief fund, no? So if there will be other cases where areas in Mindanao will be needing additional funds to recover and rehabilitate, that could be part of the areas where we can actually allot also, no? So tanaw nato kung unsa ang kuan unsay kay i-discuss pa nato na sa Committee on Appropriations, no? So I think there is a kuan you've mentioned about my district. The problem here is my district. It's not really about yung mga flood control projects.
Unsa
It's
di
more
kong?
on the dredging. It's more on the proper sana dredging, no? Diri sa mga kalsada kay dugay naman no? Even before I was elected to the office, this has been the problem in Marawi City nga nay portion diri nga mo taas ang kuan because of the proper dredging, no? So I think because of the because also the volume of kaning mga basura, kasi I think proper gyud ni nga issue ang mga basura. In Lanao del Sur kasi we are considered to be a water basin because of our proximity to Lake Lanao. That's why we am also filing for the amendment of the Waste Management Act, which was almost 20 years ago nga dili ta makagamit og mga sophisticated means of how to dispose of our waste. Incineration kay because of the waste management and because of the fact that Marawi City is a water basin considered to be within and proximity of the Lake Lanao. That's why it's protected. Dili ta makakuan diri og asa nato ipang butang ang atong mga basurahan. So that's actually the reason why we are having trouble also on how to properly
Okay.
dispose of our waste.
Klaro kaayo
it,
kong.
yes. So I think it's more on how we can amend the Waste Management Act, probably look at the Clean Air Act. Kaysa Clean Air Act, dili pwede ang incineration. I think in our area, mas kinahanglan na mo to. Kay dili na mo ma-dispose ang mong basura because of the fact that this week we are considered to be a watershed area. So protected environmentally. So we cannot just put up where we want to dispose our
Kong, sorry.
waste
Kinahanglan
materials.
gyud tikaw putlod kong kay maubusan
Yes, I
ang
know.
oras. Sorry kay pero
Lagi.
daghan kayong salamat nimo kong ha sa imong oras. Nya main tagdili ni atong last nga istoryahanay kong diri
Yes,
sa One
yes.
Balita Bay. Binisaya guna go kong. Thank you kayo Congressman Zia
Imital,
Alonto
thank you.
Adyong.